I'm Cat Oriel, a reporter with Forbes Breaking News. Today I'm here with Representative Judy Chu of California. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We're here today because the news broke this morning that California Senator Dianne Feinstein passed away at the age of 90. So I want to know from your perspective, what was your relationship with the senator? Did you know her well? Do you have any memories or stories that you'd like to share?
Well, I was absolutely stunned to hear about her death. I know that she was frail, but still, you never think that a person who was such a giant in American history would pass away. But she passed away doing what she loved best. She cast her vote on the Senate floor yesterday. So, to her last day, she was serving the American public. I, of course, was a House member as she was in the Senate. So we worked together actually on quite a few things. One of them was for the apology for the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882, which made Chinese Americans second class citizens. And in fact, prevented them from becoming naturalized citizens for 60 long years. Another thing we worked together on was on reproductive rights. Title 10 provides most of the federal money for contraception for clinics across America. And so we worked together on a letter to preserve Title 10 funding when it was threatened. And thank goodness those cuts weren't made. And then there were all her projects in California. She was very proactive in defending California. And so we worked together on bringing millions of dollars for the cleanup of water contamination in the San Gabriel Valley. And we also worked together on water conservation efforts because California was facing difficult drought. And so we had a bill to address it.
Right, as you mentioned, she accomplished so much, not only for the country, but for the state of California. So what do you think is the most important thing that you learned from her from working with her?
I learned that if you work hard, if you continue to listen to the people, that you can accomplish so much. I mean, look at what she did with that assault weapons ban. 10 years in this country, we had an assault weapons ban. And in fact, deaths from assault weapons declined during that time period. She was able to accomplish that. And that was a major step forward for our country. And I hope we can do it again.
What do you think her lasting legacy will be? Even though she's accomplished all these great things, what will she be remembered for?
She will be remembered for being a trailblazer. In fact, when she was elected, along with Barbara Boxer, they became the first and only women senator duo in the whole country. And she was able to show the power of the woman. In fact, they called that the Year of the Woman. So she was a role model to women, certainly, because she showed how much women could accomplish if they truly were conscientious in listening to the people and working on the American people's needs.
As we look to the forward of California politics and national politics in general, Governor Gavin Newsom said that he has pledged to put a Black woman in the seat. Rep. Barbara Lee, who's running for the Senate seat, has said that the notion of appointing a caretaker to, fill Senator Feinstein's now vacant seat is insulting to people, who want effective long-term Black representation. So what is your take on this situation, and who would you like to see Governor Newsom fill the seat?
Well, I have great respect for Barbara Lee. Actually, I have great respect for the other two candidates that are running as well, that are from our California delegation. Any of the three would be fantastic. So believe me, if Barbara Lee was the one that Gavin Newsom picked, I would be overjoyed.
Although you think all three are fantastic, is there one that you favor and want to endorse?
I have not endorsed anyone yet, and the reason is because I work with all three of them. This is why I know they're fantastic. Actually, they're very, very accomplished. All three of them, they're all very smart and have done groundbreaking legislation. So I know that California would be well served by any of them.
Lastly, we are less than 2 days away now from a government shutdown. And so with working with your fellow colleagues, do you see the government shutdown as a certainty at this point? And do you have any hope right now in Capitol Hill that a resolution will be passed before the deadline?
I think it's a certainty, and the reason is because we just came from a vote on a continuing resolution, which would have kept government running, and Republicans voted it down by 21 votes, which was a very, very large number. So they doomed it with that many votes, and I can't see how they can recover from that in the next day or two. I think we're in for it. Actually, some indications are that it'll be at least 2 weeks.
What is your message to the people of America, California, who are watching this all unfold and might feel a little bit hopeless seeing the polarization in Congress right now, and the people that will be affected by the shutdown?
The only reason that there will be this government shutdown is because of extreme MAGA Republicans. This is the extreme wing of the Republican Party who are refusing to vote for a continuing resolution that would give us more time to get the 12 appropriations bills passed that are necessary to be passed in order to have a budget for next year. So, yeah, they're doing that. And why are they doing it? Well, they want to cut Social Security. They want to slash public school spending. They want to criminalize abortion providers. Ultimately, these are their goals. But you know what? The American people will suffer. All kinds of people will have to continue to work because they'd be considered essential workers, like our troops. But they'll have to do it without pay. And small businesses won't be able to get their loans because there'll be nobody there to process it. And, flights might be delayed at the airports because our air traffic controllers will have to work but won't get paid. Last time that happened, there were flight delays. And people will go hungry because the money for WIC will run out. And SNAP will also run out. So those essential food programs will not have the funds to continue it.
And so what is your message to Americans who are watching this all unfold right now?
It is to raise your voices, especially to those extreme MAGA Republicans, and say, we must not have a government shutdown, end this government shutdown. Too many people are suffering and it's totally unnecessary. It only hurts people.
That's the end of my questions. Is there anything else you would like to add about Senator Feinstein's legacy or any of the other topics we discussed today?
Well, we will always remember her. She is somebody who will leave a huge legacy, and I think it is only the beginning of many, many tributes that will be paid to her.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman.
Thank you.